Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Mitch, or the Cloudy Mist, and today I have a gameplay commentary for you on the map Dome. I'm playing a bit of Search and Destroy here, and as always I have my portable radar. The way I like to play Search and Destroy on Dome, as you all know, it's a really small map, and so the more map coverage you have, the better. And so right away I like to run up there and chuck a portable radar, because what that does, it lets me see, or bar the users of Assassin, who is in that large area of map, which is quite a common place for them to be rushing out of spawn. So I'd highly suggest, if you've got a portable radar, run that route that I just did. So you'll see there I just picked up those 2 kills, and I'm going to start pushing up further into their starting building. This is where they're going to spawn from this side, and you'll notice that the Grizz Bro kid is last alive, and now I am last alive. And so I just pause a minute just to see if I can hear him, and I hear him a bit, yeah, and then I get him. So guys, what I'd recommend is, if you're last alive, and it doesn't even have to be the other team has one last alive, it can be 2 or 3, but just take a second, instead of getting all flustered and being like, oh crap, I'm last alive, what am I going to do, everyone's watching me. Just take a second, and if you've got the headset, even if you don't, Search and Destroy, it's a really quiet game mode, and so sound is a big thing, so just take a second to listen and see if you can pick anything up. It'll really help you out, trust me. So here I pick up the UAV, but I'm not going to call it in now, because whenever you get kill streaks in Search and Destroy, especially UAVs and stuff like that, it's better to save them till the start of the round, so you're getting the most usage out of them. And so here's a diffuse type situation. So it's a 2v1, we've got the 2, and so my mate Scott's there, I call out to him, we'll both run in together, and that way if there's someone sitting in a corner, he's either going to shoot at me or he's going to shoot at Scott. And by him shooting, what's going to happen is he's going to give away his position, and then the other one can locate his muzzle flash from the direction the bullets are coming, and pick him up. And so that probably saved us there, because he was in a pretty good corner, I must say. I like that one. So here I'm going to call in my UAV at the start of the round, like I said. I think only one person on the enemy team isn't using Assassin, which is pretty good, I guess. And here's a really nice spot. I mentioned it before in a demolition gameplay I posted on Dome, but this spot is really good right here for defending B-bomb, because you're pretty much covered from all angles, and you've got a really nice line of sight onto B. So I pick up the kill there, and I'm conscious that a lot of teammates have died around A, and there's a few red dots still floating around. So I'm going to go head over to A and see what I can do. And so I see my teammates firing over here, and I pick up the kill. And you'll notice again here in the kill cam, I think I speed it up, but you can still tell that I'm firing before I aim in sights, and that just gives me that little bit of an advantage in the gunfight. So we're 3-0 up, and we're looking pretty good. I've got a counter UAV in my pocket, and I'm going to chuck that up straight away. But I mentioned, with the UAVs, I like to chuck them up at the start of a round, and the only reason I chuck my counter UAV up right then is because I thought this would be the last round, but it wasn't. And there I'm getting slugged by bullets, so I just get completely outplayed. But it's always good to run away, guys. If you know you're going to lose the gunfight, and I was pretty sure I was going to lose the gunfight if I went back there. He had a pretty good head glitch. I could only see his head. So you can always run away. Plant a claymore, and if they try to follow you, you'll pick up the kill. And yeah, so what I was saying about the counter UAVs is I'd like to save counter UAVs for if there's a last alive situation like there is now. So because again, despite the users of Assassin, they're going to be without a radar and 1v however many. So, and here I get completely outplayed. I see my 2 teammates die on the radar, and I predict that he's just going to be going for a defuse. And that's exactly what I would have done. I would have killed those 2 people probably, and then gone for the defuse. But he saw that there was enough time for him to wait a bit, and he completely outplays me. So I guess not only can you learn from the kills that I get, you can also learn from my death. So if there's a lot of time left, like I think he had a good 20 or 30 seconds left, then you really don't need to be defusing straight away. Especially if there's one guy left, or even 2 guys left. Wait on the bomb, and wait for them to come in, because if you've just killed a few off them, they're going to be running in like I did. So that was a really good play on his behalf, and I'll mention you can always learn in this game, whether it's by getting kills in a certain place or whether it's by dying. You can always learn, and I certainly learned a lot from that death. So here I'm last alive again, and I've already picked up 2 kills, and so I know that if I can clutch this, then I'll get the clutch ace. So I've got 4 out of the 5. I think there's 5 on the enemy team. There's 1 guy left. I chuck up a UAV. Of course he's using assassin, and he was also using dead silence, so I could not hear him. And he out drop shots me. But what are you gonna do? So we lose the 2nd round in a row. So I'm thinking, oh crap, I better get my try-hard panties on, and that's exactly what we do. I put down my claymores, and I started to play a bit more defensively because I realized that the enemy team actually has some form of skill. And look at that portable radar fail. But I see teammates are still dying left and right, and when the enemy team gets momentum, what you can do is sort of just play a bit more defensively and wait for them to make mistakes. Like this guy, he's killed a teammate, and he's running around all without any form of strategy, and you can really you can use that to your advantage by when people get momentum. And yeah, look at that epic predator dodge. So here I've killed 3 or 4 enemies. I've got a counter UAV for this last alive situation. So if he wasn't using assassin, he'd have no radar. And he calls in a care package, which is a stupid move because I know exactly where he is, and he's defenseless while he picks it up. So that was really not smart on his behalf. And I know you guys, you get a care package, yeah, you want to use it, but if you're the last alive, then really it's all about the win, guys. So don't call it in, and it just gives away your position. So that's the game. We win 4-2. And I think the final score is 17-2. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.